Right, hey guys, AniCrunch here today. We're back with Heaven's Official Blessings. So last episode we got Peisu's sort of like big introduction, got to know him pretty well with obviously with him and the girl, forget her name, but so Swanji, we sort of got like, she was like sort of the obsessive missus. Whereas Peisu and Swanji, we both basically got their past with a bit more context. So basically she was madly in love, he wasn't in love. It pretty much sums up, she was madly in love with him, he wasn't madly in love. She decided to give up her own people for this love that he was never going to return. He never made it obvious he was going to return. Obviously, clearly fell out with her, so someone felt a bit too hard for him. And yeah, she basically the one who gave up her own people. And then the fact she made him, she harmed herself just so he would look after him. For the fact that if he was really that much of an ass, he would have just left her. But no, he even took care of her for the rest of her life as well. And then I sort of like the fact that she didn't, they didn't go down personally, because it could have went one of two ways. So yeah, she needs to move on. It's probably a bit late though. So yeah, no, we got to see some sort of insight on their relationship. I really enjoyed that. Really contained story in itself was actually really interesting, and a few of you said that we're going to see more of that. So I look forward to it. I think that'd be fun. We also saw Xia Lian, something to do with the disease. So obviously he has a lot of trauma to do with that disease. He was the guy in the mask, so I'm curious to see what happened, why or what was going on with the disease. It's probably due to the fall of his city. So yeah, we're getting snippets with some contained stories as well. I'm looking forward to see as we keep progressing, the more we enjoy. But guys, hopefully you're enjoying these reactions. I'm having a lot of fun with them. Thank you massively for the support. It's been amazing. So as usual, leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy. Check out Patreon for the encore, which should be out tomorrow. And yeah, let's jump into this. Oh. We must learn more. Oh yeah, I was informed that the old comments were just a mistranslation, so I'm happy no one in China called me old. Thank God. First time I've seen them quite serious. Fear has gotten him into trouble. Oh, come on, don't be silly. Thank you. Don't just disregard it, actually take the information. Oh, you didn't tell her about that beforehand? Oh. Okay, it's this guy in the woods. Okay. So he's the person the woman was working for then. Right, so let me get this straight. The green guy is the guy that we're talking about who sent the girl. She'd been a creepy obsessive for ages, but until she got in contact with him, that's what sent her a bit more insane. That's what I'm gathering from that. And then we've got 4 major demons, well, 4 major lords. Always the most secretive. The one, I'm guessing he's the one who started the pandemic. Oh, is he not the one with the mask then? Is that someone else? Okay, they got that lore across pretty well. Chun. $33 officials for a duel, Jesus is. 33 units accepted the challenge. Doubtful 33 officials wrecked. Mate, he sounds badass. I already want to meet him again. That's what I think. Battle of Scenes is a symbol of horror for us and some adorable to us. Interesting. We gained loads of knowledge there. They're the two that I didn't accept. Ah, wrecked. Not typical style of him. Okay. So the two big generals are the only ones who didn't tool him. Mate, this guy's well spoken. I like him. Seems calm-headed. That's a good little conversation. Probably might rewatch that later. Oh, the fucking music, man. Oh, thank you for sending me. Oh, there's Thunder Rays. That was cute. That was a really interesting meeting. Jesus, we got a lot of information. Yeah, I was going to require a quick rewatch after this. Mainly because the text goes by so bloody quick. She knew this person very well. She's not slept. Whoa, what? Nani? What do you think it has something to do with the Chan? Chan? God, it's so pretty. Music's so good. Everything's. I love this anime. Oh, I guess he's got his first temple. Now I want to worship my boy. Humble beginnings. That bag's gonna rip. Give me this music. It's proper immersing me in this. I'm proper getting immersed in and sucked into it. Jesus. Doesn't it make you want to just go to the countryside, live for the land, and then regret everything after a week? Oh, isn't that the haystack from the trailer? Does that mean he's going to come across Chen? He's going to see him. It's from the trailer. Yes. I remember this from the trailer. It took me a moment to remember the haystack. The main ship. This beautiful motherfucker. Oh. The man's just vibing. So is this the legendary 34 jewels in a row? Oh, could it be his first worship technically as well? If he is that kid. I was going to say his name. I'm ready for the BO elements as well. I did enjoy a lot about Mode Azushi, so. And Chan. Hey. He probably might be the most straightforward person out of all the gods, though. That's interesting, though. Well, he's not. Well, if he is who we think he is, then we get why he's nice to him. But then so there's that possible brutal side to him. Oh, it's interesting. Oh. I'm definitely going to read over that meeting scene again. But I think I got the gist of it. We got a lot of interest though. So we have the 4. I forget what they're called, but the 4. Basically, you got those 4, which are your dangerous ones. Basically, the dangerous ghosts. One of them's a bit trolley. One of them's unknown. The one we know is dual 33 commanders. So Chang is. So he obviously caused a bit of an uproar by defeating 33 of the gods. Those gods didn't. I forget right, did they not accept to become mortals? Then he burnt down the temples, which stopped their worshipping, which made them basically perish. And 2 of them didn't do it, and they're the ones who know about him because they declined the fights because it was 35 of them. So that was pretty interesting. Also, along with learning about the 3 over 3. We have the more trolley guy who's the one behind. What's the name? Behind Zwan Ji. He was behind her, and he's more trolley. He's not meant to be. He's not as powerful, but he's a bit trolley and just pisses about. So, I'm interested more into the one who's under the water, the ocean, who we don't know much about. And then we have the other. We have got a bit more of the gods, which I'm looking forward to learning more about as we go forward. And then we've obviously realised this plague is a big trauma for the main character. So I am looking forward to also seeing and learning more about that. So it's like what I love about it, giving you world building and lore, and then it feeds you more of it, and then gives you a bit of the past. And then when you go back to those other episodes with that information, you can piece together stuff a lot better. And that's what I really love about this author's writing. I think it's a she in it. She's very good at giving you a lot of information at the start, but then starts filling it in slowly. So with Maldazushi, we got a shit ton of information. And it didn't really all come together until 10 episodes later. And then when you go back to those episodes, you then draw out more information. Because it's weird, because when you first watch them, you're a bit like, oh, what's going on? Then you watch 10 episodes of Mode Azushi, and then you go back to the first 2 episodes, and then you get a whole new information, because now you can pick out stuff and pick out names and characters, which then you can take back to the present where you're watching at the moment, and then you make yourself fill in. She's really good at this whole, loop. If this was a video game, this would be Dark Souls 1, where you got all these connecting pathways where they all link back to the starting point and you can get everywhere. And I think that's what I love about the show. It's just piecing together a story with, he's got his own little individual storylines that you can just follow one episode enjoyments, but then through those episodes it will give you tidbits more about the gods, named characters, getting to learn more about characters and temples, how things work in this world, the money system, and then you piece this all together. By the time, I'm guessing, when we finish this series, you can go back and you can just have, this can be one hell of an enjoyable ride. And I can see that with this author. She's just very good at it. So yeah, I'm looking at the music, animation, and sound effects, just the cart going over the stones and stuff, it just immerses you into it. You feel like I was in that haystack, you know what I'm saying? I love the idea of him having to build his own temple as well. I think that's a lot of fun. And probably the first worship of his is probably a ghost in the ghost, which is interesting. But yeah, I'm looking forward to learn more. I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions. I'm having a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I have a playlist on the left if you want to see more of this series, and on the right will be the best match for you. Also, feel free to check out the Patreon if you want early access, audio and edited version of these reactions. And thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. Make sure you leave that like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.